Hi, I'm Chloe De Winter from Go Chlo Pilates, and this is Trainer of the Month Club. I'm very excited today to take you through a Pilates for walkers workout. So walking, when you're out on your feet, you use lots of the muscles in your lower body and also need lots of strength for your core and for your back. And that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get into it. We're gonna start down onto the mat, come down onto your hands and knees and meet me there. With your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Untuck your toes as well. Think about lifting up through the chest so you're nice and strong through the shoulders. And then from here, we're gonna take the right leg. We're gonna lift it up towards the ceiling, like your toes are gonna poke through the sky, through the ceiling, and then bring the leg straight back down. So we're gonna lift and we're gonna lower. Nice and simple. Keep the bend in the knee. Just like that. And we really want to stay strong through the upper body here. So the shoulders are doing some of the work. They're strong, they're lifted rather than sinking down. And we're also going to be active through our abdominal muscles, through our core. So think about a slight hugging in of your belly button in towards your spine. That's going to help to keep your spine in the same position. So naturally, as we lift the legs, sometimes we want to drop down into that low back, but try not to do that. Try and stay really connected through your core muscles. So all the work is going to come into the back of the leg. Lift and lower. Can you shift the weight of your body a little bit further to the right so we're not sinking into that left hip as well? And down. Give me 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. One more like that. Lower it down, hold it there. This time open the leg out to the side and swing it back in. Open and lower. Out to the side and down. This workout is a great workout to do as a warm-up before your run, or you can even do it after your run to really build and strengthen those muscles that you just worked. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Tiniest bend in your elbows is also going to help just to soften into those elbows. Good, give me 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. This time we're going to take it into a big circle. You're going to open the leg out to the side. You're going to lift the leg up and around and take it down and in. So we swing out, up and around, down and in. Big, juicy hip circle. So we're strengthening and we're mobilizing into the hip joint. Strong hips means you'll be able to walk better on your feet, walk for longer as well. Good, draw the biggest circle you possibly can, keeping the pelvis nice and steady for 3. And 2. And 1, reverse that the other way. Leg goes back first, open out to the side and down and in. Big, juicy, juicy hip circles, up and around and down and in. That's it. Slow it down a little, give me 5 more. 5. And 4. And 3, stay with me. And 2. And 1. From here, take that leg and swing it out to the side and then step your right foot forward so that the right foot is just outside of where your right hand was. So replace it with the foot, tuck the back toes under, lift yourself up and then come all the way up onto your feet. Now, you might be a bit long in the stance. If it feels too long, just bend it, step that back foot in a little. And take your hands onto your hips. From here, we're gonna bend into both of your knees. So come into a little lunge. Both knees bent and then lean the chest forward like a hinge of the body, but long from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Ground down into that front heel and make sure your knee is directly on top of that ankle and that right foot and start to pulse your body down, straight down. Now I want you to think about having like 80% of the weight in the right foot. So you're really light in the back toes. That's it. Little movements down and up, breathing through it, slow and steady. Can you spiral that front knee out to the side just a little more, just to keep that control through the hip and through the knee? That's it. Hopefully feeling lots of work start to build in the back of the leg, in the front of the leg, in the side of the hip. It's all working. Little pulses. Give me 10 more little pulses. 9, bring more weight into that front leg. That's it. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there on one. From here, we're actually gonna step the back foot all the way in. You're still up on the toes. Now we're gonna have all the weight in that right leg, and you're gonna reach the left leg back, tap it back, and then tap it in. Tap it back, tap it in. Good, shoulders back, chest open. That's it. This one is called a scooter. You don't have to go too low here to feel all the work in that right leg, but this is gonna get you better on your feet, stronger, more steady, more stable. Let's start to bring in the arms. As the left leg goes back, left arm goes forward like we're going for a run, and then switches the arm as that leg comes in. So switch those arms each time. And switch. If you want to speed it up a little bit, go for it. And if you want even more of a challenge, you can actually keep the back foot hovering the whole time, so it never actually touches the floor. I'll leave that up to you. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, tap it back, hold it there, take the hands back to the hips, and then lift the back leg up and just freeze and hold it still for me for 10, 9, hold it, 8, 7, for 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot forward and fold forward, reach down towards your toes into a forward fold. Let the head fully relax down. Give the head a little shake from left to right just to release some of that tightness. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Bend into the knees enough to get your hands to plant down, and just walk those feet back slowly. Control the knees down onto the mat. Let's take that to the other side. Untuck your toes for me. Spread those fingers wide. Set your body up. We take this time the left leg. We lift it up and we take it back in. Lift and lower. Good. Can you press down a little more into the hands, into the knuckles, into the tips of the fingers, lifting up through the chest? Can you find a little bit more of a connection into your abdominal muscles? Think about hugging that belly button in towards the spine. Shift the weight to the center. Naturally, we'll start to shimmy over to the right. Think about moving the body a little bit more to the left. It's gonna give you a lot more control, a lot more strength building for the core and for your obliques. It's good for you. It'll also feel harder. We lift and lower. Stay with me, breathing through that movement. Lift a little more through the chest. That's it. Hopefully starting to feel the work build in the back of that left leg this time. Glute, hamstring. For 3 more. And 2. And 1. Take it down. This time we're going to take the leg out to the side, swing it out, and then drop it straight back down and in. Swing and lower. Open out and lower. Good. Hips stay steady, moving with control. If you feel like your foot's going to cramp, just flex through the foot instead, like that. But if it feels okay, keep the toes pointed. You can also move between the two, do what feels good for you. So this one out to the side activates a little more into the side of the hip, so your gluteus medius muscle. Good. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to take it into our big juicy circles. Open that leg out to the side, swing the leg back and around and down and in, out to the side, up and around and down and in. Remember, it's all about creating the biggest, most giant circle you possibly can into that hip, so that we're strengthening into the hip and at the same time mobilizing deep into the joint. Good. Keep it going. Give me 3 more. 3 and 2. Slow it down. Slow it down. Enjoy it. 1 more. Let's go the other way. Leg goes back first this time. We open out to the side and down and in. That's it. Big, giant circles with control. What's happening to that upper body? Can you lift through the chest and the shoulders a little more? That's it. For 4, stay with me. And 3, that's it. And 2, and 1. On this next one, swing that foot forward. Left foot replaces the left hand, right toes tuck under. Lift yourself up and then bring yourself all the way up onto your feet. If you need to shorten the stance, go for it. Take the hands onto your hips. Bend into your knees and then think hips pulling back, chest hinges forward. Now, left knee is right on top of the ankle, so look down, check it, find your balance, and then we pulse down. Little pulses. Remember, 80% of the weight is in that front leg, not the back leg. So shift the weight forward a little bit more and think about drilling a hole through the floor with your left heel. It's gonna really work into those glute muscles and fire them up even more. Notice if that front knee wants to roll in. We're not gonna let it, are we? We're gonna push it out to the side a little more so that the knee tracks over the middle toe. Little pulses down, relax those shoulders. Can you keep it going, keep it going? How are we feeling? We're feeling the burn. Take breaks if you need. We're here for 10, 9, 8, stay with me, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. From here, we're gonna take the back leg and tap it all the way in, stay lifted up on the toes, and then the right toes tap back. They tap in, they tap back for our scooter. Now I wanna try and keep the pelvis really level. So with the hands on the hips, notice if you're sort of twisting open out and in, and see if you can keep them still, like your hip bones are two headlights pointing forward, not rotating open. Good. If you want more of that challenge, toes never touch the mat at all. So keep going just like that, and then maybe start to bring in your hands as the right leg goes back, right arm goes forward, and then switch and switch. Breathe through it. Stable and strong through those legs so they take you further on your next walk. Keep it going for 10, 9, and 8. For 7, good. For 6, heart open. 5, for 4, 3, 2. On the next one, hold it back there. Take the hands back to the hips. See if you can lift the back leg up. Hold and balance for 10, 9, stay with me, 8, 7, for 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the right foot forward and fold the body all the way down. Good, open the feet out a little wider than hip width distance, soften into the knees and just let your body melt and fold forward over those thighs. Lower body hopefully feels nice and warm and strong. And now we're gonna move into a little bit of core strengthening work as well. Bend into the knees a little more, enough to get your hands to plant down underneath your shoulders, and then slowly walk the feet back, back, back until you find a downward dog, hips lifted up to the sky, spread those fingers wide. Little lift of your heels is fine here. Then think about your chest and your belly pressing back towards the thighs. So we're getting this nice opening through the spine. From here, hinge the body forward, finding a plank position. Hold it there and then lift straight back up. Keep the heels lifted. Hinge the body forward into a plank. Lift it up. Now, if this is enough for you, stay right here. It's a good place to be. If you want a little bit more, the next time you come forward into a plank, pull the left knee into the chest, place the left foot back as you lift the hips, and then alternate to the other side. Right knee pulls in, lift the hips, step it back. Lift the hips, step back. Pull into the chest, lift the hips, step. And up with the breath. Exhale forward, inhale up. Exhale, pull it in, inhale, lift. Keep it going just like that, finding a pace that feels good for you and for your body today on the mat. So good for our shoulder mobility as well, this one. Hip flexors, core, a bit of obliques. We get it all done. Give me 4 more. Give me 3 more. Last 2. Last one like that. Great, and then just drop the knees down, sit back on the heels, just shake the wrists out just quickly, and then we're gonna finish with a really nice calf stretch to really stretch out through the ankles and the feet and the calves. Come back into that downward dog, lift those hips up, and then bend into the right knee, allow your left heel to sink down into the mat. Now, once it is, you should feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg. If you want even more, you can take that right foot and sort of hook it on the back of the left ankle so it draws even further down into the mat. Otherwise, you might not need it. That's fine. Hold that there in that nice stretch. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time, big breath in and out, and then switch it to the other side. Bend the left knee, right ankle draws down. Really important to both strengthen and stretch your calf muscles. If you spend a lot of time walking or running, calf muscles get really tight, and if they're too weak, then it can lead to injuries in your feet like plantar fasciitis or shin splints, things like that, which are not fun. So make sure you stretch and strengthen. Hold it there, give me one more deep breath in. And out, bend the knees, slowly lower them all the way to the mat. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Chloe from Go Chlo Pilates. I hope your bodies are feeling good. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to access more workouts and more tips. And I can't wait to see you again on the mat very soon. Bye.